was really cold last week. Wow, chilly. What we need is a weather activity. Okay, Mr. Miller. We've got a stronger challenge, Mr. Miller. Have we, Mr. Burt? Yes.
Hang on. What are you two doing?
What's happening here?
We were rubbish last week.
We were what?
We were rubbish last week.
We were rubbish last week.
You thought we were rubbish?
I can't believe
So
it.
what are you doing?
We were bouncing the balls last week.
What, and we weren't very good at it, were we?
Were you better than us?
Yeah.
It's nice to see you've grown a bit of a beard. I rather like that. That's quite good.
Rather fetching hairstyle there, Mini Mr. Miller.
Unbelievable.
Well done.
Oh, this week's challenge then. We better get on with it, Mr. Miller.
Okay, Mr. Burt.
Unbelievable.
Okay, so this week's challenge is all about getting the heart rate up. An interesting fact is that FC Bournemouth players often run between 5 and 7 to 8 miles in one game, which is a long, long way. They need a lot of stamina to do that. They also need a lot of speed to be able to run over short distances. This week's challenge encompasses all of that. Mr. Burt, can you tell us about the bronze?
Yeah, absolutely. So bronze challenge this week. I hope to see lots of people at lunchtime working as hard as they possibly can. All you have to do is for 30 seconds sprint to the cone and back. But rather than turning, like a lot of people do, around on the cone, it's a lot easier to move and lean down and stay nice and low as you run. Now, I'll admit, I'm not the quickest, but I think if I stay low for most of that challenge, it will help me do it lots of times.
Fantastic.
I also know, Mr. Miller, that a lot of people have been saying that sports leaders haven't been putting their scores down. It's up to you to nag them and make sure they put your score down to get the house points.
Okay, silver, Mr. Burt. Still a sprint, still keeping low.
Still keeping low, but it's for 1 minute, so I might not want to go completely flat out. So I'm going to pace myself at a rate that I know I can keep up for a minute. If I get tired or use up my energy, Mr. Miller, too early on, I won't be able to last for the minute. So it might be an idea to practice this one a few times before you record your score. Bit of endurance now from you, Mr. Miller, please.
Absolutely. Gold challenge and diamond challenge this week are for our energy experts. We want to keep going for as long as we can, show our energy, show our fitness. So we're going to go. We don't need to worry too much about keeping low this time because we're going to keep going for a long time. So we're going to sprint, not really quickly, about 75%, and I'm going to keep going for 3 minutes for the gold challenge, which is quite a long time. Diamond this week. Is it a stonker, Mr. Burt?
It's always a stonker diamond. We like a
Well,
challenge.
it might be. Diamond is for 5 minutes. 5 lots of 60 seconds. 300 seconds. 5 minutes. Again, going through, not at full pace. 75%. And I'm going to keep going for 5 whole minutes without stopping. That's the key. If we keep going and we keep running, we're going to start getting our heart rate to a good level, send the blood pumping around our body, getting ourselves fitter and healthier.
You'll also notice that Mr. Miller and I are using yellow cones because we are members of Yellow House. And next week on the playground, there'll be all 4 colours: yellow, blue, green and red. It would be really nice to see the members of each house going to their cones and working for the lunchtime. At the moment, I think Greenhouse and Yellow House have accumulated the most points.
Winton, how far can you go?